What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're back in the kitchen. We're getting ready to make us a small vegetable soup with some wingettes, some fried wingettes, and some sweet cornbread on the side. At this point, what you see in front of you, I have all my ingredients that I'm going to be using inside of my vegetable soup, which is I have 2 pounds of hamburger meat here, but I'm only going to use 1.5 pounds of this hamburger meat. I have my garlic. This is about 3 cloves of garlic that I chopped up. I have that. I have some beef broth, some bay leaves. I'm probably going to use maybe 1 or 2 bay leaves in my soup. I have some mixed vegetables, which is carrots, peas, butter beans, in that bowl. Then in this thing here, I have onions, chopped onions, and mixed peppers, and I have 2 stalks of celery also in this. I'm going to put in there. And then I have some potatoes here that I have chopped up. I'm setting in water until I get ready to put them inside of my soup. I have it sitting here to the side. Then I have a can of tomato sauce as well as some diced tomatoes. Then I have some bell peppers here that I'm going to be adding in just a second. But I just want to show you guys what we're cooking today, what's inside of my ingredients. I'm not doing a large pot. I'm just going to do a small pot. I have my pot on the stove here, and I have that heating up already. Okay, so the first step we're going to do is let's get our hamburger meat inside of the pot, and let's get that cut up. I'm trying to get you guys where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's get our hamburger meat in, and let's get that cooked up. Okay. Now you could use you could have used vegetable broth, but I'm just going to use beef broth. That's what I had, so that's what I just chose to use. Let me get a knife so I can put half of this hamburger meat. I'm going to get this cooked up, get everything browned up, so that we can get started. Let's get half of that in there. Okay. And I take this other half, put it inside of the Ziploc bag and save it. Here we have our chopper here that we're going to use. I have this on a medium heat as of now for the moment. That chopped up in there. I love this utensil. It really chops up the hamburger meat really good. I love it. Some people say they don't like to use it, but to each his own. We're going to get everything incorporated, and then we're going to turn it down and let it simmer for about an hour. And in the meantime, I'll show you guys what we'll be doing within that hour, which is probably getting our cornbread ready, as well as our fried wingettes that we're going to eat with this. Okay. Put that in there. Let it cook down. gonna get ready to add in our chopped up vegetables, onions and peppers in just a second. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I know I am. It's been very, just a little bit of light for you. The day's been going pretty good so far. We're just gonna chop this up. I'm gonna add in our where is my? I'm looking for the utensil. I'm gonna add in our mixed vegetables here. Let's just throw that in there. Get all that out of there. All that goodness. Put it on in there. Now, if you don't like all the celery and onions and bell peppers and stuff, you use what kind of vegetables you and your family like to eat. Like I always say, I'm just sharing with you guys how I'll cook mine and how we like our food prepared. So, and when it's chopped up like that, it just really gives the food a good flavor. You can't really tell that it's in there. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. 6. And let that cook. In the meantime, I want to get ready to chop up my other bell pepper. I can chop it by hand, but why do that? And I have a KitchenAid chopper over here that I can use that makes it convenient for me. That's what I'll be doing. Let's get our bell peppers chopped up. I have it cut up and washed off. So you guys leave me some comments. Leave me some comments down below on how you like your vegetable soup and how you prepare yours. What are you using yours? Maybe I can take some notes from you guys. And try it. Try your recipe. Got our bell pepper here cut up. Let's put that in there. Just like that. Just like that. See how quick that was versus you just standing up chopping it by hand. You know, they make these utensils now where you could work smarter and not harder. You don't have to work as hard as you used to work back in the days as our grandparents and parents worked. It makes stuff a whole lot easier for you. That makes something good. Smells good. Some people do it different. Some people saute their vegetables and add it in, but I like to add it in with my meat. Cook it all the way through. Like I said, this is going to be a small pot. Nothing big. Nothing big. Get ready to open up our diced tomatoes and tomato paste. see if they open it. I don't think it did, y'all. Let's try it again. Had to position it right. And then when I get ready to add my seasonings in here, I'll show you guys what I use, which is basically the norm. Onion powder, garlic powder, season all, a little bit of pepper. Let's see. I think that's about it. That's about it. Maybe a pinch of sugar. Break up that bitter taste in it. Oh, they came right on off. Okay, maybe I have to position it right. I love this little can opener. I love it. Should be open, that little small top. Yeah. Okay. Keep your stuff clean, y'all. When you use it, swipe it down just like this. The Clorox wipe or whatever, keep it clean. Wipe down that way you keep a clean kitchen. Clean as you go. And I always tell you guys, keep your dishwater, a sink full of Clorox dishwater. I know I got it over here. Oh, it's over here. We're going to get ready to add in our garlic in just a second. I'm going to cook that too much because that'll burn, but I'm going to go ahead and add it in here. Like I said, this is like 3 cloves that I just chopped up. And I did cut that up by hand. Good to me. It smells fantastic. Amazing. Wonderful. Oh, I've been having like a little sinus headache. I think the change of this weather here is messing with my sinuses. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, when I finish browning this hamburger meat, whenever I get ready to add the rest of my ingredients, I'll bring you guys back and I'll show you. So I'll see you guys back in just a second. Okay, you guys, and I'm back. So at this time, my hamburger meat has cooked down, and there's barely any fat at the bottom. So what I'm about to do now is add in my other ingredients. Let me pour my water off of this potatoes. First thing we're going to add in is our mixed vegetables. Pour right on in there. Like I said, I'm not making a great big pot. Just a little small, something for us to eat. Let's add in our diced tomatoes. In there. Okay. We're going to add in our beef broth. Not much. Okay. Add that in. Let's add in let's give that a stir before we add in anything else so that way we can make sure that everything is good, mixed up good together. Yep, you guys can see. Just mix it up, stir it in good. Just add a little bit more broth. God, that smells good, y'all. Let's add in our tomato sauce. Our tomatoes, not tomatoes, but add in our potatoes. Put it in there. Let's mix everything up together. We're going to add in a little seasoning in here. And you can add whatever types of vegetables you like. Whatever type of meat, if you want to use stew meat, like stew beef or something like that. Even if you want to throw in some chicken. But then that would be like a vegetable soup. Okay, now this is going to simmer on it for about an hour. Hopefully my potatoes will fall apart, come apart as this cooks. And these types of pots, these Dutch oven pots are good pots to like do stews and slow cook things in it. That's my oven going off so I can get ready to do my cornbread. So we're gonna keep that like that there. So let's add a bay leaf or two in here. Let's put in a little bit of seasoning. A bit of complete seasoning here. Let's do a little onion powder. And you season it to your liking. And use whatever types of seasonings you like. I can't stress that enough. Because you might say, oh, I don't like the way she used the different types of seasonings, so you do it to your liking. So this is garlic powder here. I'm going to add that in there. I don't mean to reach in front of you guys, but your camera is set up right here in front of my cabinet. Okay, let's add in some black pepper. I see a lot of people use Italian seasoning, but I'm not too fond of that seasoning. I think that complete seasoning has a mixture of all that in there. So let's put in our bay leaves and a little bit of sugar. Let's start with that. See if that's going to be to the point I want it to be at. Stir this in and then we'll throw in our bay leaves. I think we're going to add in just this last little bit of broth. So there's not that much left. So for this small pot I used 2 pounds or 32 ounces of beef broth. I want to let this cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Come back and taste it. And then I'll see what I need to add. And then I'll turn it down on simmer and let it simmer for about an hour. Just get it mixed in good. Get our bay leaves in there. See what we're working with. While you guys are watching this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends and family. And tell them to tell somebody about Country Girl Cooking with Nett Kitchen. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Let's push those down in there. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cook for about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to come back, taste it, and see what I need to add. And then if I don't need to add anything, I'll turn it down on simmer and let it slow cook for about an hour. Okay? So when this is finished, I'll show you guys the finished product. So I'll see you back in about an hour. Okay, you guys, when I'm back, it's been boiling. I'm cooking for about 10-15 minutes now. I'm getting ready to taste this to see if I need to add anything. And then I'll turn it down on simmer. Let's taste it and see how it tastes. It's got a good flavor to it. It just needs a little bit more salt. So what I'm going to do now is just add a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper. Like I said, just cook it for the first 10. Well, this is how I do mine. Cook it for about the first 10 or 15 minutes. Let all those flavors get down in there. And then you can taste it and see what you need to add. So I'm going to add a little salt and pepper. And then I turn it down on simmer and let it simmer for about an hour. So I bring you guys back once it's ready to be plated and everything. See you in a minute. Okay, you guys, and this is what it's looked like after an hour of simmering. Everything is married together, and we're getting ready to eat this. So if you like this video, try this recipe. And until the next time, see you guys in the next video.